Welcome back to the Morning Blend. Well, when you go shopping for a home, you usually look for a specific number of bedrooms, maybe a certain number of bathrooms, and of course, cost is really important.
But our next guest has come with a home buying checklist with things that aren't so obvious. Rachel Schwab is with the Equitable Bank with some things that you should consider before making an offer on that house. Good to see you.
Nice to see you guys.
Hi.
This is a really great list. Things that I wouldn't think about. You know, I think they're a little less obvious than most people think of. And I would bet that's why you came up with this, because you probably hear people when they're looking at a home saying, I should have thought of this.
Well, yeah, it happens all the time. And Molly and I were just talking about, you know, people we know that have houses that they're great, except, oh, there's this one thing that really affects the comfort and the livability of your house.
And sometimes that you don't recognize or realize until you've bought it and moved in.
Right. You
Or
know,
until seasons change.
Exactly. You know, or even day to night, if you're looking at a house during the day versus night.
Well, I love what you said in that your first thing is the natural light orientation of the house on the lot. And what's so funny about that is I've always said I would not buy a house that doesn't face west. And it has to do with where I like morning sun and where I like evening sun, and I'm just like kind of a fanatic about it. But I think it's a great point that you bring up to kind of visit the house at different times of the day.
Right, and you're ahead of the game, because I don't think a lot of people think of that. They think of natural light, so they think, oh, we need a lot of windows, and absolutely, but where do those windows face? Is it going to make a difference? Do you want to have sunlight in the kitchen in the morning to have your coffee, or is it more important in the afternoon? And like a south-facing house maximizes light and will be able to be a little bit warmer. But then if you don't like that, or heating, or excuse me, cooling might be more expensive, then maybe that's not what you're looking for.
Yeah, a lot of people have lived in a place where they wake up and that sun is beating down on them in the morning.
Yeah,
you're like, I don't like this.
Yeah.
So hot.
Yeah, think about the rooms and the orientation of the house on the lot. It really is a factor.
The second thing you say is the lot grade. What do you mean by that? It's the hills versus how flat it is.
That's exactly what it is. We all think about, do I want a little lot, a big lot? But also look at, is it flat? Is it hilly? And think about what you're going to do in the future. So maybe you're a young couple and this is your first house and you don't have any kids and you think, I don't care about, there's enough room for a patio and a barbecue out there. But someday you might have kids and want to do a play set. And if it's really hilly, it's kind of hard. But it might be a great sledding hill. So, those are things that you want to think about.
The other thing you say is the distance from the garage or the driveway to the door.
Yes, on a day like today, how far do you want to carry your groceries from your car, or your kids, or whatever it is, from your car to your house? Because that does affect, or the narrowness of the driveway or the garage are also a factor.
Absolutely.
A lot of people don't think about the fact, because they think right now, immediate, I'm this age, but when they move in, staircases, that's something to consider.
That is something you need to consider, both outside, getting up to your house, and in the house. So it may not be a factor now, but let's say you're getting close to retirement age, or you think you'll retire in that home. That's definitely something you want to consider.
Or your parents might move in with you
at
or
your parents, or if you just like to entertain a lot. If you have guests that have trouble with stairs, that might be difficult.
I love your next one. It's the size of the room and will your furniture fit in it? Because there are some adorable rooms, but they might not be easy to put furniture or a television, for example.
Right. Well, and I think if you're going to go house shopping and you're serious about it, measure some of your larger pieces of furniture. Bedroom sets are huge nowadays. Measure those so that you have an accurate picture of if that'll fit in there. Don't guess, don't assume it will fit. The same thing too is maybe you're going to a living room that's way bigger and your stuff will be, look tiny in there. Have a good, solid understanding of how big your furniture actually is to make sure it'll fit or that it'll look appropriate in the rooms. Or plan on buying new furniture.
Yeah, because it's another cost.
It's another cost.
You have to factor that.
Really fun.
Yeah.
But it's another cost.
Bedroom sets, couches, they're not inexpensive.
Right.
So you've got to think about that. Is right now a good time to look at buying?
Oh, it is a great time, and the home buying season has started. So if you are interested in putting your house on the market, or you're a first-time home buyer and you're looking, now is the time. More and more houses.
Rates?
Oh, they're good. They're so low.
Really?
Yes. We've got featured fixed rates in the low 3s. So definitely give the Equitable Bank a call.
That's great advice. I love your list. That was
you always have the best.
Yeah, it wasn't just the usual stuff that everybody tends to think about. It was all the things that you should consider, but maybe don't think of. So a really good list. And you can find out more about the Equitable Bank and taking advantage of those really good rates with a loan. So maybe you want to remodel, you want to upgrade, you're downsizing, It's a great time to sell, and it's a great time to look. 414-777-4411 or theequitablebank.com. Thank you so much.
Thanks for having me.
Thanks, Rachel.